3 o'clock, good to have you aboard. Football is back. Excited to talk to the head coach at Michigan State University, Mel Tucker. Mel, welcome. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm doing well. How about you?
Excellent. So you've spent the last 18 months and you've tried to really reconfigure this whole thing and really update it, modernize it. My question is, were you surprised when you took this over how far behind Michigan State football was considering the success they had had?
I wouldn't say I was surprised. I actually had done my research and I knew probably as much as I could know from the outside. Obviously, once I got here, I found out more things, but I knew that there were going to be some changes that I was going to have to make, and so I hit the ground running, and here we are.
Mel, speaking of changes, the NCAA has decided they're going to institute the name, image, and likeness thing. As a head coach, how do you handle that? Is this something that you talk about with your players, or is this something that you tell them keep it out of the locker room?
No, I mean it's we embrace it here, and we're doing everything we can that we legally can to help our players take advantage of the opportunities that they have. I spent 10 years in the National Football League, and guys, have different salaries and different endorsement deals, but that doesn't mean you can't build a team, and that doesn't mean you can't get guys to buy into something that's bigger than themselves. And so that's what we're doing here.
Mel, you've gone a long way in trying to really overhaul the roster. You were one of the most, maybe the most aggressive in the transfer portal. My question is this. When you're in the portal, a lot of the guys who are in the portal don't play, so you don't have a ton of tape, or they're 2-3 years out from that high school film and that pedigree you recruit off of. How do you begin identifying these guys and scouting and really getting a feel for what you're getting?
Yeah, we do a lot of research on the guys that are in the portal. Once they hit the portal, we have a staff here that their job is to make sure that we know everything that we possibly can know about any player that's in the portal. We'll go back to high school tape if they have any play time, where they coming from. We get that video and we watch that. We make a lot of phone calls, or we do background checks on guys and see if they're the right fit for us. But we don't go into it blind.
Talking with Michigan State head coach Mel Tucker here on the Valenti Show with Rico. Coach, you've had now a spring, you've had the fall camp, and you've had a couple of scrimmages under your belt now. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Which units has stood out the most?
Yeah, you are kind of putting me on the spot there, but that's okay. I really like how we've done so far as a team. I mean, when you look at every single position, how much improvement we've made. I mean, it's quite remarkable. A lot of credit goes to Coach Novak and his staff in the strength and conditioning area. Amber Reinstein, our head dietitian for football, and her staff have done a great job, and our players and the coaches have really dug in and worked hard to get better in every aspect of what we're doing, and it's showing up on the field. It really is, and we've gotten better as the practices have gone on, and we've talked to our guys about making those incremental improvements every day. Each guy, the aggregation of marginal gains, and they really bought into that. So every day that we go out and we work, I feel like when we come off the field, we've improved as a football team, but there hasn't been a position that hasn't improved throughout this off season.
Mel, I'm not going to ask you who your quarterback is because I know you're not going to tell me, but I guess I'll ask it this way: can we at least get a guarantee from you that this doesn't turn into what your predecessor used to do, where it would spill into weeks 3 and 4 and we're playing quarterback roulette? Are we going to see one guy on September 3rd?
I mean, that's our goal, and I don't like to make comparisons, but we'll see how it shakes out. We're going to do what's best for this football team, and whatever we have to do to give ourselves the best chance to win, we're going to do that.
Talking with MSU head coach Mel Tucker, and to follow up on that, Mel, do you And your coaching staff, do you guys already know who QB1 is going to be? And if not, when do you think you're going to know?
We haven't made that determination yet, but we'll know we'll make that determination very shortly.
So you don't want to let us know? Give an exclusive on the air right now?
Hell no, he's not going to let you know. Are you kidding me?
You gotta ask.
Go ahead.
Hey, if you don't ask, you'll never know, right? It doesn't hurt to ask.
Thank you. So, Coach, you added a couple of new pieces to your staff. One was former Cass Tech head coach Thomas Wilcher. What does he add? What does he bring to this program?
Yeah, I've known Coach Wilson for a long time. When I was at Ohio State, I signed a first-round pick from him, Vernon Golston, back in the day, and that's so. I mean, it's almost 20 years. He brings a lot of experience in the game of football, and he's coached a lot of young men over the years. He brings leadership. He's a role model, and he cares about young people. And he's been invested in young people for many years. And so at the high school level, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult job, and it's a lot of responsibility. And he's done a great job. Been at a high level for a number of years. So he just brings a lot to the table for us. Working with our staff and with our current rosters, our current players on our roster. He just brings a world of experience, and just another coach that cares about our young people and loves the game of football.
Mel, one thing, because obviously it's the first time we've gotten a chance to talk to you, is if you go back to last year, I mean, everything seemed outer space. And obviously, you took the job 11th hour, you get in, the world ends. You don't get a lot of time with the team. But then the actual season, I mean, can you speak to just how difficult this was last year for any of it to feel normal, for even the games to feel normal when you're playing in an 80,000-seat stadium and there's nobody there? I mean, just how weird was it?
It was bizarre especially at first, but it was the same for everyone. I mean, everyone had to deal with it, and so we just had to adapt and we had to adjust. And at the end of the day, it's still football, and we were inconsistent, and we were unconsciously competent at times, and we're working to become more consistent as a football team so we can have better results. But I'm really looking forward to having our fans in the stands this year, and the band and the cheer team and Sparty and the dance team. And I mean, that's what college football is all about, man. It's a connection with our fans and all of our supporters, all over the country and across the world. So this is a very exciting time for us now.
Talking with Mel Tucker here on 97.1. Coach, you did something last year that I think a lot of fans really embraced, and you went in there and you changed up the helmets. You brought back the Gruff Sparty helmet, which I know my co-host absolutely loves. You had the state helmets that didn't make it because of COVID. Any changes coming up this year? Maybe some black uniforms? Just saying.
Yeah, we're gonna do everything we can to have some variety in our uniforms and our helmets and things like that. I think it's good for our players. It's good for our fans. It gives us a way to engage in a different way. And so we're gonna have some fun with it. At the end of the day, though, it's gonna be about how we play in the games, and that's gonna be our main focus.
Mel, I need to ask you two things. I need you to make two promises to me, and it's really for me and all Spartan fans. One is this, all right? Please, for the love of God, I don't ever want to see a short side jet sweep again. We lived through Dave Warner. I can't do that anymore. So I need you to promise me that. And then two, please, never, ever, 4th and 3 or less in positive territory outside the 40. Don't punt. Just keep the offense on the field. Can you do those two things for me? Is that possible?
I'll do what I aim to please, man. I'll do whatever I can.
Please. I hate kickers. Mel, I hate kickers, and I'm sure our kickers are lovely up there. I mean, I went to state, but Mel, the sight of a kicker, I get nauseous. Just keep them off the field, please.
Yeah, I love your passion. I can feel it, and just it's very motivating to know we got guys out there like you that care so much about what we're doing out there. So I'm with you.
Mel, we got Mel Tucker on with us here on 97 Won the Ticket. What are you guys going on today with Meet the Spartans? What exactly can the people? What's this all entail?
Yeah, we're gonna have a practice, and we're gonna get out there and get after it, get better today. It'll get a chance to see our team, as it is constituted now with the new players, out there. We'll just get a chance to see how we, operate a practice and see how we work with our guys to get them better, each and every day. And so it should be fun. Get a chance to get out there with some fans and get some good work in today. We're really looking forward to it, and it's just kind of a little bit of a precursor to what we'll see in our stadium this season.
So you're giving the fans a live practice, okay? I got one last question for you because I got a producer here. He's big into everything that you put on social media. He loves your swag. He wants to know, where do you get this stuff from, your shoes and everything? Do you get them online, or do you have a connection at Nike and they just give you the one-of-ones?
No, I'm pretty much just like everyone else. I'm going online and seeing what I can get a hold of in a size 14. I normally don't get my hopes up because with a size 14, sometimes it's not available. But
bruh, you preaching to the choir. Try trying it a 15. So.
You know what I mean? I don't even get my hopes up. Every now and then, I'll shoot a text to my Nike rep and see if he can help me out. But I tell you what, it's treacherous out there, man. Trying to get the gear and trying to get the sneaks you need. It's tough sledding sometimes.
Michigan State head coach Mel Tucker, kind enough to join us here on the Valenti Show with Rico. Coach, you got an open invitation. We'd love to have you back as many times as possible on the show. As a matter of fact, he just walked into the studio. Evan Jenkins has a question for you.
Well, now, Coach, I know you say sometimes you struggle finding the 14, but there was a pair of sneakers that you had on before they were ever released, and those were the Jordan 4 Golf, the white and the green. They were Masters versions. Bubba had them first. Is that where you call your Nike guy, or are you going to StockX?
On that one, I think I might have put a call in to see if it was possible. And sometimes those guys rise to the occasion and surprise me. But I like those. I like those shoes. It's a good look. Didn't help my game, but you look good.
All right, Mel, we will be talking to you. We look forward to talking to you this fall. Just remember, no short side jet sweeps, no kickers. It'll be all good outside of that.
I enjoyed it, man. I had a lot of fun. I look forward to coming back soon. You guys take care. Go Green.
All right, and some black unis, too.
Yeah, matte black helmets. No pressure.